5 divine babies traveled back in time and entered a woman's womb. At first, they thought it was a great blessing from the heavens. However, the next second, the stepmother stole the 5 babies and abandoned them on the roadside. This was because the stepmother had already accepted a $1 million bride price from a single man. If it was revealed that the woman had given birth to children, this deal would fall apart. So, they cold-heartedly threw the 5 babies into the wilderness. Fortunately, the CEO found the children and took them home to raise them. The woman woke up after 3 days of unconsciousness and saw her stepmother throw the wedding dress in front of her. She was immediately confused. Suddenly, she realized that her 5 children were missing. The stepmother told her that the children had already been thrown away and told the woman to quickly put on the wedding dress and get married. The woman grabbed a fruit knife and took the chance to escape. In her hurry, she didn't notice the oncoming car and was hit. The stepmother, not wanting to take responsibility, abandoned the woman and hurriedly fled the scene. The woman did not die, but the car accident caused her to lose some of her memory. For the past 5 years, she had been making a living by delivering food. Under pressure from her grandmother's constant matchmaking attempts, she decided to go on a blind date. At this moment, the little girl, who was a messenger from the god of love, saw her. The little girl tied a red string around the woman's hand and joyfully shouted that she had found her mother. Other children quickly ran out and asked where their mother was. At this time, a little boy, who was a messenger from the god of literature, took out an iPad and quickly searched for the mother's information. Now, if they could get their mother and father to marry, the 5 of them could return to heaven and continue being immortals. Just then, the CEO arrived with his bodyguards, telling the father to quickly find the mother. The mother was currently on a blind date with a man. The man made an unreasonable demand, asking the woman to have 3 children in 2 years. The woman was infuriated by this request, and after splashing the man with a cup of water, she tried to escape. But the man grabbed her tightly. At that moment, the 5 little boys rushed over and used magic to drive the man away. They asked the woman to be their mother. The woman looked at the CEO walking toward them, feeling a sense of familiarity, but couldn't recall who he was. Since the 5 children all liked the woman, the CEO decided to have her stay and help raise them, and proposed to marry her. At that moment, the little girl tied the red string between the 2, and after they went to the civil affairs office to register their marriage, the woman rushed to deliver food to test if the woman was truly sincere about the children. The CEO ordered his assistant to buy an ordinary house and pretend to be a poor worker. He also asked the children to keep their family's true situation a secret. 5 children thought that now that their parents had married, they would complete their task and return to heaven. But the little girl realized she couldn't fly. Everyone guessed that the father hadn't yet regarded the mother as his wife, so their task wasn't fully completed. When they saw the woman walking with a suitcase, the children immediately ran over, hugged her, and called her mom. The CEO was also very satisfied with his new wife. That evening, they went to a fancy restaurant for dinner. The woman looked at the menu and saw that the price of a steak was equivalent to her entire month's salary. But for the children, she ordered 5 servings. She then told the CEO that the 2 adults could just drink water. Once they returned home, they would eat instant noodles. The CEO, seeing how frugal the woman was, suspected she was testing him. Suddenly, the woman received a phone call from the production crew, inviting her to audition for the second female lead in a short drama. Upon hearing this news, the woman was overjoyed. She gathered her courage to audition for the role. But in the bathroom, she ran into her stepsister. The stepsister, seeing that the woman was still alive, became furious. As a performance major, the stepsister's acting received unanimous praise from the judges. When everyone thought the stepsister would get the role, the woman's performance impressed the director. In the end, the woman was chosen as the second female lead in the drama. The stepsister, having lost the spotlight, was furious. Secretly, she bribed a props worker, planning to cause an accident for the woman while she was suspended on wires. At that moment, the CEO suddenly felt sharp pain in his chest.